Welcome to a new episode. Today we are going in a completely different direction, specifically towards nature conservation. So we have been committed here with our team for many years and are engaged in active nature conservation. Everything that exists in the native bird world is actually at home here on the museum grounds. And last year we also built a dwelling for barn owls here, which was immediately accepted. And now we have new additions here on the museum grounds in 21, and we have already built a dwelling for barn owls right across in our barn at the very top of the gable. I think you can see them a little bit now. Yes, and we believe that these animals are absolutely worth protecting. So we now want to try to provide a home for these long-eared owls where they can feel comfortable. And I want to take you along right away, and then we'll turn it into a little tutorial on how to quickly build a nesting box for a long-eared owl by yourself. You can actually see them sitting there. So it is a long-eared owl, and surely a pair next to it. Next to it sits the other one, a bit hidden, right here on our museum grounds. Of course, it makes one happy. I could try to get a little closer, but we also don't want to disturb them. We will now build a nesting box, and maybe they will even breed here on the museum grounds next year. Yes, this is what the long-eared owl looks like in the wild. It is a crow-sized bird, a raptor that primarily feeds on mice, but does not disdain larger insects. During the breeding season, she looks for old crows' nests, abandoned buzzard nests, but also gladly accepts airy cavities like the nesting boxes we build today. Yes, often one doesn't even know what an owl nesting box should look like. There are countless descriptions online, but yes, you actually need wood and larch wood, and that's where the problems start. Then you need a saw and so on. Today I want to show you how a friend of mine did it and where the dwelling was immediately accepted. He simply took an old canister. I'll show you this one. A standard canister that used to contain oil or fuel or something like that. And it is naturally very dense by nature. Here he has created a semicircular recess so that he has a nice entrance to the world. Of course, 1,000 lids will go on top here. A few holes will be drilled in the bottom, and I want to show you how this all works in practice. And so in no time at all, you have a really nice dwelling that you can hang in a tree or on the house, providing a lovely breeding site for the long-eared owl. Yes, I found something right away. I found an old canister here, cut a small hole in it. The diameter should be 12.5 centimeters for the entrance opening. Yes, then we'll paint this a bit. A little brown would also be nice here, especially since there's a strange blue canister hanging on the tree to bring some life into this nesting box here. It should look a bit nice. In 2001, we'll use some natural colors. So then we'll add a board here, and at the front, a small strip or something for the entrance slot, so the owl can comfortably perch there. And then we'll see. It's a bit painted.
Here I took an old piece of wood, sawed it a bit so that it fits nicely in here. Earlier it seems that the bird had not been injured either, apparently. Yes, and this is how it looks. Now we will also make a few holes in the bottom, so that if it gets a bit damp inside, it can escape. They already have it a bit cozy. And now we need to add some bark or mulch or something rough, because they don't like sitting in the shavings. I just put that in as intermediate insulation so that they sit a bit softer. And now we will add a layer of mulch or bark on top, and that should be good. In this instance, we are looking at a small piece of beech bark. It's just a tiny fragment, yet it holds significance. The texture is smooth, and the colour is a light, warm brown, typical of beech trees. This small piece can reveal much about the tree it originated from, including its age and health. Yes, there we sit. Little trees. They are right across from here, either in the ash or in exactly the right place for that. I have such a screw in there. Let's add another one right away. Yes, I chose a slightly different location, but the ash even more so, because it has grown a bit straighter. It doesn't hang so crooked. And this is what it looks like. Yes, well done. I hope that you find it just as good as I did when I watched it the whole time in the spring. There they sit, some in front and others sitting right behind. Yes, today we have a completely different topic, an important topic, in my opinion, because we all simply need to do something to ensure that our birds can reproduce again. There has been a significant decline in the last 10 years. Almost 50% of the birds have decreased here in Germany because they can hardly find any shelter options anymore. And I think that if everyone hangs up a tit box, or maybe something a bit more unusual, like an owl box, it is also nice to observe when the animals feed their young at dusk. So maybe you have already hung one up somewhere around the house a long time ago. Then, you surely have fun and enjoyment when the birds nest inside. Until then, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that it allowed you to dive a little into the animal world today. 2001, just subscribe to our channel. Feel free to leave a like. Until then, rocking well.